This is the Bazzooka Court. Today we react to some of the most shocking Nigerian law. Some of these are real, while others are completely fake. Your job is to guess which is which. Do not forget, this is your favorite channel, Bazzooka. The first law. In northern Nigeria, a man can legally hit his wife as long as it's for correction, recognized by native law, and does not cause grievous harm.
If that is real, that is real.
Reveal your boards now, please. Real. You said You said fake, and you said real.
I think most Northerners are Muslims, right?
Yeah.
And they're always like, their religion is a religion of peace and all those things. So if this is actually real, I am actually believing this is fake because of that
Religion of
mantra.
peace.
You understand? So if they are saying that it's actually real, man, that's something.
I will not be shocked to hear that. I'm guessing,
Yeah.
but I won't be shocked to hear that
It's real.
this is a real law. Because especially when you put the clause for correctional purpose.
I saw it's bored.
Are you for real?
Both of us cannot lose. Let me see.
That actually is real. So 10 points a
And there was a
piece.
time that I was crushing on
So,
Darling Jesus, darling Jesus.
10 points a piece and 0 for Mide. Mide, what's happening? You're starting off on the wrong foot today?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. From section 551D of the Penal Code of Northern Nigeria allows this under certain conditions. So under certain conditions.
All right, if you need down, raise up your hand.
What do you mean?
Hey, love.
Ain't gonna work, man.
Sit down there.
What you
Hey. You're talking about Bosa. What is this? You sound me why?
Hey!
In Nigeria, carrying an expired passport in public can get you fined or detained at a police checkpoint.
I lie.
I will a passport
Is
to
it
expire.
real?
Who carries their passport around?
Reveal your boards, please. Real. Real. Fake. Fake. Why?
It has to be fake. It cannot not be fake.
Why do you
Okay.
go real?
Why'd you go real?
Yeah, like
Because I know a particular government agency, they will use it as
No, yeah, going to.
Like,
they will use it as a means of revenue. Hey,
You
come,
know?
come here. Hey, oh yeah, where's your particulars? And
you know, people have fake passports. A
your
lot
passport
of
has expired. 50,000.
That actually is fake. Both of you are correct. The first time we're having this spade, get it first, second. Okay.
I don't understand.
There's nothing like that.
Ow, nah.
I literally said carrying an expired passport will have you fined or detained at the police checkpoint. Don't you have expired passports?
Carrying an expired passport.
Your own expired passport.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody carry their passport around. And even if they do, who checks your passport? And even if they check, police station, what the heck? For what?
Maybe it's expired, you're carrying it along. Nobody will arrest you or fine you for anything. It's only
Police
when you
checkpoint.
want to travel. Did they check your passport in police checkpoint?
I will not
I
agree.
never said driver's
I will
license.
not
Police
agree.
checkpoint might be, the border of anywhere.
Yeah.
So
So
you're not totally clear.
I feel you.
Okay, so I do have an argument.
Okay.
You're right.
And now, if you're carrying an expired passport, and by means of maybe they had to check nationality in a state of emergency or something, that could cause hindrance. It could cause a whole lot of hindrance. It could cause hindrance in maybe forgery.
Yeah.
It could cause hindrance in up-to-date doing things as a civic duty of a citizen. So
Don't shake your head. That's the same thing Amide said towards that when your nationality and stuff like that. So we're giving you 2 points for that valued argument. But this
Say that
actually
now.
is fake because you'll not be right. But based on what you gave me now, I'm going to give you 2 points for that.
and me too. Thank you.
What do you mean you two didn't give me any factual thing?
I was
Say
backing
something
him
that's
up.
different from what he said.
I
Say
was
something that's different.
God is my
Eh,
Okay, for backing up, I'll give you 1 point.
thank you. God bless you.
It's not valid.
What's your
It's
problem?
not even an
You
argument.
clean yours.
It's just saying like, okay, if
How
this,
do you
if
say
that.
an argument? You write it or you magically appear?
Semiloore, you
it
don't
in
agree
the-
to this. You do not
No.
hold your peace.
I love you.
Let's go to the.
No homo. No homo. No homo. No homo.
So this, a husband cannot rape his wife under Nigerian law.
So it can under another law.
Is it real or fake? Look, let me explain before you answer.
You don't need to explain.
So do you think it is real or fake?
I'm a little passionate about this one. So I know it's true.
Ladies first. What you go real?
Because I know it's true. I've heard these cases.
There are more things that are tied to sexuality apart from just nuptial ties. You're married to the person doesn't mean that sexual intercourse cannot emotionally scar you, cannot psychologically or even physically scar you. You understand? So
Because before now there have been many incidents where these things have happened.
Yeah.
And then they will say that is your husband, something like that. He married you, paid your bride price, because men in Nigeria are the one always paying bride price to get the wife. So it's assumed that the wife, like an average wife, should succumb to whatever the husband wants.
Anytime you want.
Provider, is the protector, is the whatever. So most times this is not like you cannot say no.
Okay.
I think if you've stayed so long in this country, there are some things that
You just feel like it won't shock you anymore.
do you understand? You don't have to be told.
I'll be writing these things.
You don't have to be told. Do you get?
Yeah.
Just know that. Oh my God. So sad.
No, I've even heard
Sad
these
for
cases. These cases have been in the news so many times. After domestic abuse, we still rape on top of it.
How can I read
Because
my
you
wife?
are my wife.
It's fake because it's not the right thing. So it's fake.
Fake.
Rape, nah, rape.
So you feel what he said is bullshit,
Yes.
trash.
Yes.
You do not agree to that.
Yes.
So let's go. Why do you have that on your board?
Because tell me why a guy like a husband will force his wife, and you guys will tell me that because he's the one that pays the bride price, provider, blah blah blah. So it's not a rape. Rape na rape. I beg. As far as it's forced, a rape.
So you're saying no to this?
Yes.
You spit on his face.
Yes.
So the answer or the fact here is that is real.
All of that.
So don't put me in the loop. Oh. So it
just
is
the-
partially true.
Yeah.
what?
Is real?
Wait, you
Explain.
argue.
You will
I'm coming.
explain.
Wait.
It is?
You will explain.
Under Criminal Code Southern Nigeria, a husband cannot be charged with raping his wife. But under the Violence Act Present Act VAPP 2015, marital rape is considered as a crime in some states that have adopted the law. So some states. I literally stated that some
heard you say
states
some
have.
states.
So you went fake because the law
Because
actually.
he said some states, so that means in that context. it's
Some
wrong.
states real, some states fake.
So argue your point. 10 seconds. Let's go.
I'm correct.
You correct how?
Because you said some states. Some states
So
it's real,
I get the
some
context.
states is fake.
Because if you had said maybe majority, then
Yeah.
maybe it could have been a yes or no pied answer.
Yeah.
But because you said some, then it could be either majority or minority. So that would be the reason why I chose fake. So it could be real.
Okay.
It could be real, it
Okay.
could be fake.
So I love his explanation. Let's go with yours, Semiloore.
Please don't give me that bullshit. If it's fake, it's fake. If it's some state, it's some state. Majority or minority, nobody gives a heck.
Word.
So this thing should be neutral.
Okay, it's neutral.
Real,
So
correct. Fake, correct. Because some states is real, some states is fake.
I'm gonna give you 2 points.
You better give me 5 points.
Two of us or just her?
A piece, both of you 2 points. For
You don't
peace-
sound like you need the 2
for
points.
peace.
I don't sound like it.
For peace story no again Nabigo. This other one. So
We still
that
watch
that
news
is
now. We still news.
10-10 yet again. The
You're not
third
talent.
round in a row.
Yeah, but see, they don't live in this country. We live here. Nigeria,
So
the
this
product.
this is partially true. Under the Criminal Code Southern Nigeria, a husband cannot be charged with raping his wife. But under the Violence Act Present Act VAPP 2015, marital rape is considered as a crime in states
Yes.
that have adopted this law.
This
So
law,
some states have adopted this law and it's a
Some
crime.
states are-
Thank
So
God
maybe
I'm
I'm
not
giving
from
you
some
10.
states.
And do you want to argue this?
Don't worry.
Do you want to stand on your point and get something? You don't want to argue.
Don't
A
worry.
biggie. Let's go to the next.
Mm.
If you successfully disarm a criminal and then shoot them, it's no longer considered as self-defense in Nigeria. Instead, you could be charged with a crime. So if somebody comes to your house, God forbid, with a gun, and then you some way, somehow take the gun from them, overpower them and take the gun, and then you shoot the person, it's no longer self-defense, but manslaughter, and you could be charged for a crime. Is it real or fake?
Nah, man.
Why you saying that? Right on your board.
What? They came into my house,
Yes.
committed breaking and entering. Gun pointed me.
Yes.
Did they steal from my house?
Give me your answer
would
now.
have
Did they
shot
threaten
you.
my
Give
babe?
it. Oh my God.
I'm trying to understand
More.
because these kind of things
Give me your
need
answer.
to have.
When I give you the answer, you can argue your point.
Did he break my door?
It be John Wick. I don't weak.
You go explain evidence.
I mean, the person came to rob you and you took the gun.
Guy.
Right
Wetin
on
God
your
dey do
board.
for your aunt? You go explain.
Let's
Why do you
go.
even have to shoot it in the first
As
place?
in, you be have rubber.
These people are called Nigeria.
You don't.
How did you know how to pull a trigger?
Real.
Because you get that context in my house.
Okay.
Now for
So-
streets.
It's real. Both of you are saying it's real. Explain why you went real.
I got the question wrong again.
Now that you're pointless. Now that you got the point.
Really?
You know
It's
that
not your fault. I got the question wrong.
you're always getting it wrong. That's the
Yes.
point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait,
Now
what
that you
did I
don't have
just
a
say?
point. Yes,
Let's
you're
get it.
right.
Let's go to the
Getting it
next.
wrong.
Don't worry.
So,
Yeah.
What I always hear is when it's self-defense, it's
Yeah.
self-defense. It can't be turned to. How is it a crime?
Okay.
It's my house. You're the one that came to my house. So why the fuck should it be? If it's a crime, then something needs to be done. This country is fucked up.
Well, now the thing is,
I have, should I say, I've like witnessed something like this that happened.
Yeah.
self-defense only happens when the person you are defending
No, until he
against.
shoots my leg first.
No. When the
Before I
person
go
you are
collect the gun.
defending, no. When the person you've collected the gun, but the person is now unharmed.
Because you've disarmed the criminal already. Now shooting shows intent.
It's not a crime because first off, the first advance was from the criminal, but then you were just lucky to have been able to salvage the situation to your own benefit. So now it is not a crime.
It's not a crime.
Yeah,
Is
but
it
so
not
it's
serious like that?
But
So
now,
that means that you are attacking someone who is unharmed. Like if
In my
someone wanted
house.
to hit you, then you
okay,
hit the person
you know that
back.
if you collect the gun, the person will not just stand. The person will try to struggle with you.
Yes,
so
yes,
you can
so-
say mistakenly as you're struggling, it's just a pop.
Yeah, but then he didn't say you were
no
struggling.
evidence.
You
Nobody.
understand?
Oh God, if I tell you I'm struggling, I was struggling. Were you there?
Yes. So that's where investigation will come in because they will check for fingerprints, or they will get for grappling signs on the hands or on the neck or whatever it is. But as long as the person is not harmed, or as long as the person threatens you but does not move to you physically, if it's word of mouth or if it's just shakara, then it's actually manslaughter.
you come my house, you get mine, carry gun.
I want to hear about this one.
Okay.
Is it really okay?
The thing is, you can argue your point if it's not in your favor. This law actually is real. I'll explain. You can argue, Toby, when I'm not.
It's not this country again.
In Nigeria, self-defense is only justified if the threat is immediate.
Yeah.
If you disarm a criminal and then shoot them, it's considered excessive force and could lead to a murder or manslaughter charge.
Okay.
So if you take the gun already, you've neutralized that threat. You can tell the person, hey, run out from this place, or blah, 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 blah. But once you fire again after disarming the person, it is now manslaughter, or you could be charged for, manslaughter.
What if the person has another arm?
That is
And
heading
again,
somewhere. Let him go.
because you never can tell somebody that is coming to harm you will not come with one weapon. You understand? So you cannot say because I collected the gun and immediately, because I don't know the person's next line of action. What if he has a grenade or he has whatever
I feel
arrow,
you.
bow,
Oh, he's a
and then he's going to
karate
launch it
kid
on me
even.
immediately, or he's even
Kung Fu
good with it.
master.
And me, this is my only saving grace, bro. I'm gonna shoot you.
Okay,
bust
so
your
you
brain,
got
bro.
10 for that because you went real. But then, Mide, we're going to give you 2. just for coming up with something vital. But this actually, the law is actually real.
I will argue. I would
Argue.
I
with
would
your judicial
argue.
system.
I will argue that my life was under
Judicial
threat.
system.
My life was under threat, and that's why I shot.
Not your charge.
Police, they always shoot people now.
Oh,
They
well,
all
hypothetically it's real.
Let's not go to.
Hypothetically
Please
it's
now.
real.
Say what you know. Give me instances. I beg you.
Kill you. They no go talk. Go ask person where keyboard like Sorry.
So you don't have any explanation to this?
No, I already said what I'm gonna say.
That what?
If someone comes to my house to arm me, to rob me or whatever, you're holding a gun. If I get that gun, you're going down.
See, that's the thing now.
You're
The intent
going
is no longer to
down.
defend yourself.
want
The
to
intent is to
No, see,
attack.
so I'm holding the gun and
Yes.
I'm warning you, don't move to me. If you move to me, okay, you will meet Jesus. Oh.
Valid point.
Because of adrenaline. Yes, it was an adrenaline rush.
You don't understand. That's if. In law.
Okay,
you
suppose
argue with facts.
okay,
That is
facts.
the situation.
Okay,
at hand,
the
right?
situation at hand. He collected the gun.
But he didn't collect the gun.
Okay.
He collected the
I
gun.
see,
Boy,
I
he
see
didn't collect the gun.
Tom's on track now. So we'll give him 2 points for that. Because he has made a valid point. That's what I was looking for. Tamara want kill you. Tamara want
Give me a full point.
You're getting your 10 points already. Most definitely.
One thing I've learned is the laws of self-defense are very, very specific.
Bro, yeah, to be honest.
Very, 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 very specific. Person if he come, like, person if he hold bazooka to you like this. See what I did there? Person if he hold bazooka to you like this, but the person never shoot you. If you shoot that person without the intent, without any psychological thing of the person saying, wait, I want to shoot you. The person also, and you shoot that person, it is manslaughter.
Yeah. So let's go to the next round.
What if
This
I caught
one.
the person with a knife?
Attempted murder. It is illegal to enter a certain government building in Nigeria while holding an umbrella, as is considered a security risk. So if you take an umbrella to a government building, it's considered a security risk and it's illegal. Do you think that's real or fake?
They say the law.
Umbrella.
You can't enter any government building with your umbrella open.
Why?
You're saying this is real?
Yeah, this is real, bro.
You can't go with umbrella into a government? Let's go. Why do you think that's real?
I don't know. I just choose the reason.
Okay, so you know when you said security reasons, I just thought of. So if you're entering ABCD, yeah, with umbrella, they will think, this one a PCPO.
No, APC is a political.
No.
It's not a government.
Let's applaud what she did. You know, PDP has umbrella as their logo. So let's applaud the greatness.
You know, if you carry
Okay, to
and
open.
the banks are not government, but when you look at the security alertness and what they do, they'll have the highest level of security.
Okay.
I don't know. But I just think that
In the
I
law
agree
court,
with
you have to
you.
come with facts. Also will nullify that thing you have there. Defend what you've written.
Defend it,
Because
Mama.
without facts, you cannot win a case.
oh yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's imagine now that you go into a government building with an umbrella. We don't know the umbrella might have anything that can be harmful
people.
to anybody.
Okay.
So,
I don't know. Oh, you
See,
so it is real. This can
I
you
don't
have been
know.
able to say something.
Lawyer Kunle, this thing is shaking, but wait first. Let's go.
Okay, objection, my lord.
I just don't think. Never heard of. I really don't think their security measures are that complicated, that detailed.
Okay.
If
Upheld.
take an umbrella to a government building, or even, let me say, a commercial building where different people around it do business, it is not safe because first of all, you might be hiding your identity.
I used to work with the press, with Galaxy TV. You could enter. I mean, you could enter a court, a local court, with your umbrella up, unless maybe they didn't know the law, and that would just be maybe a victim of ignorance. But you could enter a court, you could enter something like a local government council office with your umbrella up. It is hot.
Yeah.
Without it. That's what I was asking. Is it like inside, like offices or surroundings?
Why you going
But-
down?
Okay, so
Because the CCTV cameras will not be able to see.
Oh, sense.
Do you understand? So the umbrella can actually be, a
A coverage for you.
Yeah, a cover to
Yeah.
just hide your identity, and then you are going
Mm.
you understand? So you cannot take an umbrella to a bank, CF, talk less of government building.
I feel you.
I think
That law actually is fake. It is. Esquire, you're on track. Oh, this lawyer,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
lawyer,
You know
this
what?
lawyer
After
does.
this shoot, I'll wait for you.
Mm. So the law
Okay.
is actually fake.
Okay. Fake.
Thomas, you.
You rate this country too much, my brother. That's nothing like something that will happen in the US.
So there's not. Although we have strict measures in government buildings, but
not
no
like that.
official ban on umbrellas.
That will
exists.
enter law constitution.
So because you explained, you've given me your own side of the story, and then you did good too. But like Akunle, your own this thing was shaking, but we'll still pass that. So we'll give you one here,
Thank
and then I
you.
give him 2. Achalugo, I know how this is going to end. So this one here, you can sue your fiance or fiance for refusing to marry you after making a promise to do so. I know how this is going to end. So if Odogu says, Achalugo, I know how this is going to
I
end.
am going to marry you.
After everything, Odogu leaves you or Achalugo leaves you, you can take them to court and say, Onye, when this person promised me marriage and the person did not marry, is it real or fake?
Beg bam, beg bam.
Go.
Woo.
Real. And this man is a conning man.
You know what?
Let's go.
Wait, does the person have to be your fiance or just boyfriend?
Wait, if both of you are in a committed relationship,
Yes, you can
and
sue
then
the
they
person.
go,
I'm
hey,
gonna be
I'm
rich.
going to marry you.
Do you
Okay.
think the law is real or fake?
So you don't bring people out to now to make it out this question.
No, mind now.
Now many people I don't promise marriage.
Look
Sorry,
what
cause
Tommy
that-
So you went real and then he went fake. Why though?
wait,
Stuff.
so
Is it real or fake?
that promise now, is it like contracted?
Give me your answer. You are bored now, monk.
No, it has to be specific.
Monk.
That's the thing. Law is
Who
very
makes
specific.
contracts that way and we marry you?
So no,
Sign
like, they
paper.
could be like registry contract.
Oh yeah.
That fraud.
I actually think this was in the news sometime on Twitter. Somewhere. I saw it.
It's fraud.
It was shockingly real.
I browsed.
We didn't
it.
know.
I
Do
heard
you know how
it.
many people would have. Well,
Oh, you know how many
look
people
on-
they promise sisters, man?
But do you know how many people would have gone to jail? They didn't know. These ladies didn't know. Hey!
Is it JB cash out your money?
Why will you say because somebody promised to marry you and then he's going back on his word and then you want to swim to the court? Why?
So you think it's not vital? It's
Big
bullshit.
things.
The courts have important things to talk about other than this one. You feel that?
Hey.
I've seen it. Like it happened in Nigeria. It was
Where
like-
have you? Where did you go?
No, like on the news, Instagram. Yeah, I saw it. A guy was it a guy or a girl?
How is he supposed to know?
I think it's both. I think one, the guy promised girl married someone else. The girl sued him. The other one, they were supposed to get married. The girl left him, and he collected money.
Give one
But
out.
that's soft.
Emotional blackmail. I can't even think anymore. I'm traumatized.
I gave up my this one. I tried all those ones that give up their school fees for man.
So, the thing is, you made a promise, right? You're meant to fulfill your promise. It's just like, okay, there is. Let me paint and let me put a
paint
scenario. Yeah?
Picasso, let's go.
Yes. So just imagine that I said, okay, I want to dash you this money, but you have to invest and make like
Put
double,
money. Yeah.
double the money back, and then you went ahead and just
Give
spend
me
the
the
money
money.
lavishly. I can sue you for that, right? So it's just like promises too. You made a promise that you were going to double the money, but you did not. Then if I sue you, I have the right to sue you. And same as this, I have the right to sue you if you promise to marry me and you did not marry me. Why?
We'll sue the person. Agreement is agreement.
Yes!
No, that's what you say now.
So now the thing is, there are a lot of things tied to it. Like if you say I'm going to marry you, then I get into an exclusive relationship with you. I'm not allowed to pursue other opportunities. So therefore, it's like you streamlining me some things, and because of that, I could suffer psychological
An emotional
and you
drama.
even be already old.
You know?
Ah.
Which one is old? How many weeks did it use? Calm down now.
No, now
So
the
you are-
length of the relationship. Before you go find
How many
another
years
man.
do you date for?
Before you go
Please.
find another man, when you not see the man, you go first date too.
What
for
is
like
your
want
color?
to know the person.
What your
You
favorite
get
food?
started from the beginning. It's very stressful.
Papa say agreement is agreement, you nothing like.
So what is
So
the
the law
answer?
actually is real.
Ah.
I found it recently and I was shocked. You know, I was intrigued.
It is true.
Why?
One time it even happened, they took somebody to court for the same thing. So it is real. It's a real, but then argue.
No, just keep it.
Hold up.
Make one lawyer just run ads. Have you been jilted?
Have you been heartbroken? Did
Have
you
you
have
been
your heart
Don't
shattered?
let it go.
Don't let it go. So,
But this is the most foolish Nigerian law to be ever passed into the constitution. Because the government makes so many promises and they don't fulfill. So why don't we sue them?
Why did you argue this?
Leave
Two
him.
points is, but this is my final.
What about giving you 30
So
or
whoever came up
something?
with that law, pervert, and
What?
they need
Let's
to
not go
check
there, please. Let's
who
come
are-
close. Let's come back. We decide that over here.
The revolution will not be televised. Will not be televised. Will not be televised. The revolution will be live. What's Gil Scott hearing?
Until next time, see you in court again. Bye.